Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation with a topic that many men think about but few discuss openly. Today, we're exploring the unmarried man, a modern perspective, and I'll be sharing insights into what life actually looks like for men who choose to stay single. We'll examine how perceptions have shifted, what it truly means to be single today, and challenge some old stereotypes along the way. So, let's dive in and explore this often misunderstood side of modern masculinity. Let's start with the good part. When a man stays single for a while, he has the opportunity to grow in some really meaningful ways. He can become stronger, wiser, and develop a deep sense of self-reliance. It's a time for personal growth and reflection. But there's also a flip side. If he doesn't channel that energy into positive development, he might drift quietly into isolation. That's a quiet, lonely path that can lead to missing out on connection and support. So when a man remains single long enough, really, two things tend to happen. Either he uses that time to better himself and build resilience, or he slowly retreats into solitude, which can be quite isolating. This is what I call the two paths of the unmarried man. It's a crucial concept because it highlights how powerful that period of singleness can be, if we choose to make it productive, or how it can become a space of quiet retreat if we're not careful. It ties directly into our overall theme of growth and the importance of intentionality in shaping our lives. For the disciplined man, unmarried life can be truly fertile ground. It's a time built on choice, not pressure, giving him the space to focus on what truly matters. During this phase, he can cultivate strong, loyal friendships that support and inspire him. It's also a time to develop emotional mastery, understanding and managing his feelings effectively. He can pursue a clear purpose, build wealth, and set the foundation for his future. And if he uses these years of freedom intentionally, he can create something powerful. He's able to build his own rhythm, learn how to take care of himself, and enjoy his own company without relying on others. This period fosters self-sufficiency, something many married men may not experience in the same way. There are no arguments, no expectations, no disappointments, and no one to manage. There's a deep peace that comes from embracing solitude and independence. This freedom allows him to pack a bag and move cities, start a new career at any age, or reinvent himself without needing permission, negotiation, or compromise. It's about having freedom of time, freedom of choice, and freedom of direction. And often, a man without marriage possesses something rare, something many men lose the moment they settle down. That is, the power in staying single, an opportunity to fully explore and shape his life on his terms. Not necessarily through marriage, but through connection. A man is wired for meaning, and meaning often comes through bond. But the truth is simple. Some men drown themselves in work. Some fill the void with women, mistaking variety for connection. Some numb themselves with dopamine, scrolling, drinking, distractions. Freedom without connection eventually turns into a cage. You can win, but who stands beside you when the victory hits? Because you can buy the house, the car, the watch, but who celebrates with you when you turn the key? A strange emptiness starts to grow. It's when the noise fades. The nights get quieter. The distractions lose their flavor. There comes a moment, so quiet, so subtle, that most men never talk about. But then comes the other side. This is where it gets real. This quiet, this emptiness, it's a signal. A reminder that connection isn't just a nice thing, it's essential. It's the space where true meaning lives. And understanding this is a critical part of the journey. Can you live with yourself when there is no one else to validate you? That's a powerful question. It's not just about how others see us, but how we see ourselves in the quiet moments. The real question is, should I marry? It's deeper than that. It's about understanding that no path is perfect. For some men, marriage might feel like a trap, something that locks them into a life they never truly wanted. And for others, avoiding marriage might be rooted in fear, disguising a desire for independence. But here, the key point, marriage isn't salvation. It's not the answer to all our problems or the only path to fulfillment. And equally important, avoiding marriage isn't necessarily strength. Sometimes, it's just fear dressed up as independence. So, as we consider these choices, let's remember that true strength comes from knowing yourself, accepting your own journey, and making decisions that align with who you really are, regardless of societal expectations or fears. If he fails to do this, that beautiful freedom he's enjoyed can slowly and quietly turn into a collapse. It's about shifting from merely enduring suffering to building strength, strength that comes from making intentional choices, turning silence into a source of clarity, not confusion, creating a legacy that's meaningful, even if there are no children carrying his name, building purpose in his life without risking self-destruction, and facing loneliness head-on, understanding it as part of the journey. He must learn emotional discipline. This is crucial. For a single man, this challenge is often more intense than what most married men might face, because he's navigating these waters alone. This is the core of what I call the single man's real test. It's about mastering oneself, maintaining integrity, and forging a path that leads to fulfillment. All of this ties back to the broader theme of purpose and self-mastery. If he doesn't embrace these challenges, that freedom could slip away, unnoticed, until it's too late. He becomes a force, a creator, a builder, a man whose life holds weight, whether he ever says "I do" or not. That man is unshakable, developing emotional strength, committed to a mission, mastering solitude. These are the qualities that shape him. But remember, a man without marriage who has these qualities is someone who stands firmly on his own. However, a man without marriage and without purpose, without connection or direction, can easily become lost. He drifts through life, numbing himself to the world around him, fading into the background. It all depends entirely on the man himself. The question we're left with is the unmarried life peaceful or painful? And the answer isn't black and white. It's about how he chooses to shape his journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, the person you become is what the man you choose to be. Whether married or not, the greatest relationship you'll ever have is the one you build with yourself. Use that relationship to create something real, something meaningful that will outlive you. If you're walking this path, brother, don't waste it on noise, distractions, or temporary highs. This journey reflects exactly who you are when there's no one else to perform for, when there's no applause, no family identity to hide behind. It's just you and the man you've chosen to become. Think of it as a mirror that shows you your true character and values. Life without marriage isn't necessarily a blessing or a curse. It's simply a different path, with its own lessons and opportunities. And that's the final truth we want to leave you with today.